weak to strength. I am here in full gratitude, and almost graciousness, but more of the awareness of where I am being graceful and the potential that I could have to just elevate to graciousness. Like it's a sense of being. It's just graciousness. That's what I carry when I go places. I gotta behave in the gift of grace, right? And I am being aware of where I am doing that. And it comes down to the moment where I'm like, whoa, I just chose that. Whoa, I just chose that. Whoa, I just chose that because I'm behaving in grace towards myself in the sense of the understanding and the forgiving, which is the intolerance, right? And so working on that is just so it's radical. It is galactic. And so as I'm going through a huge turn in the road, it's like a huge turn in the road. And this is what is really a lesson to be learned, that I'm not there yet. And that is about the learning from the self, like you learning from yourself, me learning from myself. Like that is an actual process and a journey. Okay? And what it takes to be able to do that is step away from everybody and everything, and until you have all of your source energy, thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors are coming from your highest self here on this plane. If that is not occurring every moment, then we got to make sure that we're not utilizing others in ways that we are being codependent, okay? And that takes practice and awareness and the shift in it. And so what it would look like would be when you come up against a core wound, when you come up against an old behavior that no longer serves you and you want to dissipate and transmute and blah, 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 right? Well, it's going to take the awareness of that moment. So then you are, with a one-page playbook, connecting to your divine source, all of it. Like, it's just, there's no words to describe what you're connecting to when you create this one-page playbook, okay? Okay? And so it swoops in that moment where I'm behaving in the shadow of struggle. And all of it is really 3D fear-based bullshit. And so condensing and condensing and condensing and condensing, and oh my God, it just literally just comes down to 3D fear-based bullshit. Yeah, but it takes a lot of different avenues to untangle, to really get to that core. And so this is the note I wanted to share today before we get into the strength, because this isn't a hard month, but this is like a push yourself in the rewiring process. It's a bit of a challenge, like it's a step it up month. And that's why we have the warrior energy, and that's why we have Kali Ma, and that's why we have our own fairy dust to shift us out of the 3D thinking. We do it, we recognize it, we do it with all of ourselves and only ourselves in that moment. We get to shift. Like that's that free will. We get to choose to shift in that moment. And now we have everybody else working. Mother Mary's working on this, and Kali Ma's working on that. Oh man, here comes in the Sky Mothers. Oh wow, got the Lions today. Oh, this isn't just like Syrian Council anymore. It's like multiple councils. Oh man, okay. And that is so very interesting in the sense that that's the easiest. If all of that stuff is just like really actually occurring, instead of like me trying to force and make all of this stuff occur. And so this was all of that comes down to this, the challenge of this month, and why we do what we do and what we're going to come up against. And that is the note, right? At the very end, we're going to write a note to ourselves, okay, to get through this untangling, man. Okay, and so it's going to take a deep understanding to where you are being in the energy shadow of intolerance, okay? And so and call in Mother Mary for the energy of forgiveness, okay? We're just like using all of these things, the energies that like really can do these things, right? Mother Mary for forgiveness, sweet. Okay, so when it comes to staying patient with yourself, recognize the 3D causing unrealistic expectation, and deeply celebrate every accomplishment with such certainty, using your future self and all the accomplishments already created, because there is no such thing as time or being on time. And that is the key lesson to rewire into the reptilian brain, by using your future self to know that you are safe to succeed. You are safe to be excited, and you are safe to have deep connections, and you are safe to have dream friendships. And so what's coming up for me is like all of the things that, like, on a daily basis, like what am I putting in my ears, what I'm listening to, what am I doing, how am I thinking, how am I behaving when I'm doing the things that I'm doing, which is like really finding the magic in the mundane. This is like, oh yeah, I forgot. Now this is the next step. This was the other thing that is really critical that I teach during my time here. And that is like not only finding the magic in the mundane, but creating the magic in the moment. creating the magic in the moment. And yes, it can be possible with our very own fairy dust. And I've experienced that due to setting out on an adventure to play the game of trust, to play the game of lust, just in this dismantling and untangling and unraveling and revealing and dropping and leaving and being understanding is just quite wild right now. Okay, so that was the message. And I'm going to start a different video for the workout. Because I have to, a lot of this is a projection. Okay, so everything I just said, now I have to like, what was that? Like, because I'm setting myself up for my workout. So that is what I'm doing. It's very interesting. Okay.